This is Dan Praz, the CEO for the Underground Radio Network and DebtorsRebellion.com with part 2 of Debts, Deficits, and Dominoes, showing the budget, the debt in dominoes to make it come to life for you. Now, here's our current budget. And again, this is all the white is what the money we borrow from places like China and Russia. Now, we need a way to get this balance. We can't keep taking this money and putting it in this giant pile and expecting our debt to go away. It's not going to happen. You have to shake it up. Something must change. So this is my example of what's going to happen if we did this right. The first thing you need to do is divide and conquer. Okay, the budget is massive. It's a ridiculous amount of money. And Congress obviously can't get it right. Let me ask you a question. Is it working? I mean, all this money we're borrowing, all this money, is it working? I mean, we have more poverty in this country right now than we had in 1949. 46 million Americans are living below the poverty line. It's unacceptable. It's not working. Okay, if our government was working and they're borrowing this kind of money and we're all being productive and earning great dollars and everyone's employed, okay, then maybe I should shut up, right? It's not working. We got to do something. So divide and conquer. This is Medicaid in the budget. It's already funded by payroll. That gets separated as a trust fund. And Medicare gets pulled out. And it's a Social Security. Look how quickly I got rid of this budget by Congress doing what they're supposed to do. These are supposed to be trust funds, and they're already paid with payroll taxes. So these are off budget and done. If we would just do it, it's what's supposed to happen. Now let me explain this real quick. The worst thing Obama's done is cut payroll taxes for the average worker. 50% of Americans do not pay tax. The only thing we get tax from them is the payroll tax. We don't want to cut that. It pays for the promise of Social Security and Medicare. It's a promise. Okay, you took people's money. The government must honor that promise. So it's funded. Pull them out, fund them again, and that's off the budget. Now, we have to make this manageable. So how do we do this? How do we save money? Everything is on the table to be cut. Everything. Nothing's sacred. There's no sacred cow. Let's start with defense spending, which is 20% of the budget. And again, we're borrowing money for China for this, and Russia and other countries. It's crazy. We're going to take this off the budget, and I'll tell you what this is. The United States government is sending troops. It's in 35 countries right now. 35 countries. Germany. We have 60,000 troops in Germany. Why do we have troops in Germany? And Italy, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Japan. How about Korea? Let's talk about things working again. Korea. Okay? Korea, 60 years we've had the DMZ. Have we gotten North Korea under control with this? We're keeping 30,000 troops there. I say call all the troops home. All of them. Now, don't be telling me that's going to cost jobs and money, because they're going to still be employed. They're just going to be in our border spending money here, not buying German beer. This comes off the budget. Now, let's get rid of this one, too. This is money we borrow that we give to foreign countries. Okay? We borrow money from China to give it to Pakistan and Egypt. Okay, it's really simple. We call it Pakistan, Egypt, and all the other countries we give country welfare to. And you say, oh, we do it because we're rich and they're poor, so we have to take care of them. Again, we have 46 million Americans living in poverty. We got millions unemployed. Don't be telling me about other countries. Tell me about America first. We end the other country welfare. And you know what? They can pick up the phone and call 1-800-RED NOW and get their own loan from China. Why do we have to borrow the money and give it to them? They can get it themselves. China's available to lend money. They have the money. They can go and get it themselves. Now, we're going to get two more off the block here. This is the silly nonsense of government. Corporate welfare, the ridiculous money that Congress spends on themselves, the president having 5 chefs in the White House, and things like $745 million we spent on an embassy in Iraq. You know how many schools we could build in this country and how many roads we could repair? And when we do hire for roads, don't we think we have to give it the jobs to Americans, that we have a zero ability for any state to award a contract to a foreign government? China's over here building our roads for us. Isn't that great? Why? Because we owe them $1 trillion? This is what happens when you owe people money. And then we did things like, on the budget, $450 million to paint the agriculture offices. Are you kidding me? We're broke. We borrow that money from China so we can paint government offices? No. End this nonsense. Now, does it look like the budget's starting to be a little bit more balanced, a little bit more manageable? And let's talk about how to fund this. Well, the first thing to do is eliminate all taxes. No IRS taxes, income tax, capital gains, corporate taxes, inheritance taxes, excise taxes. Get rid of them all, every single one of them, and replace it with a value-added tax of just 12%. That's it. You get all your money in your paycheck. And you pay your tax when you buy something. And it's only 12%. Nobody's going to die over that. We will unshackle business, they will begin to hire, and we will create jobs like you've never seen in this country. And here's the kicker. It covers this. This will turn into black. We're paying our own debt off. And what's best is it stops going onto this pile so it doesn't turn into this pile. Then we add a 0.5% so that each year we can start taking a domino off of this pile. $100 billion. Start paying off the debt. The debt clock will start running backwards. Backwards. And as we grow, we make more money, more people working, more value-added tax, more debt paid off. This isn't hard, folks. It takes some guts to do it. Would you rather wait till we're bankrupt? I mean, that's where we're going. And I know the president gave his State of the Union address, which I called the State of the Campaign address. It was more like a campaign speech. It was like a campaign speech, let's face it. And in it, he evoked Kennedy. And I will do the same thing. Ask not what you should do for your country. Ask what your country should do for you. They're not doing for you, folks. They're burying us in debt. It's time to step up, do the right thing, and fix this madness. This is Dan Praz, the CEO. Get involved. Sign up to debtorsrebellion.com. Pass this video around. God bless America. Folks, if we don't get this in control, it's game over.